This past year, maybe year and a half, has been peppered by announcements by DataCore of relationships that you've established with server manufacturers, who are, I get the impression they're trying to avoid being classified as commodity, okay?
Correct.
So what they're trying to do is get back in the game by saying, look, you take some of our hardware, storage and server hardware, you glue it together with a software-defined storage product, in your case, preferably DataCore, and you have instant, ready-to-go node of compute and storage, right? And I wonder sometimes if maybe that's going to be the ultimate determinant of who wins the SDS wars. Whether it's going to perhaps be the Intel Inside play rather than the buy another box of my software or download it off the internet. Because that requires obviously the customer that he do some implementation. If you've got a plug and play appliance, that hurdle is gone. Given all the relationships that you're building and perhaps some that you're going to be announcing in the not too distant future, is that the way you see the world right now? Do you see greater penetration for DataCore based on its relationship with multiple server manufacturers to create these SDS appliances, hyper-converged infrastructure?
If I look at the world of servers, it's also changed. I mean, you go back 5 years ago, and it was, HP, Dell, and IBM. Today, look at the players. I mean, you got Lenovo as number 3, Huawei is number 4 in terms of shipments, a whole bunch of other players in here. So that world's changing, and the commoditization of the servers is clearly happening. These server vendors also see an interesting trend, and that is, if you can add a software stack to it, all of a sudden your servers are now more than capable of really doing the storage job. Hyper-converged really is, to me, the idea of that, if you take a hypervisor plus you take a storage stack like DataCore, you really have the elements of doing your compute and your storage. That's really what we're seeing. Now, what does that mean for us? You're right. The server vendors can now, in effect, create solutions really for the popular use cases that they're going to focus on. The beauty of DataCore is I give them the complete software-defined storage stack with services and workflows so that they can tailor to make different solutions. On the other hand, because those licenses, again, are perpetual and portable, when they sell a particular solution, they have the ability to do a portable upgrade to their next generation.
Right.
So again, our original philosophy was we're going to build software and understand that the hardware underneath comes and goes. And as new generations come along, we've got an architecture that's prepared for it. The smart server vendors, I think, are figuring that out, and that's why the partnerships today that we've got with Huawei, with Cisco UCS, with Dell, Fujitsu, and more, they're growing. And more importantly, we're selling a lot more.